Hi, thanks for watching. Normally I use these videos to help educate business owners on how they can increase the ranking of their website in the search results. It looks like you guys are already using a marketer, which is great because that means you already understand the value of having your website rank. Um, I just want to make sure that you're getting the value that you pay for because it seems like you're getting mixed results, and I came across a few red flags. Unfortunately, marketing doesn't really have a tangible effect like roofing, where a customer can see that what you just did. They can tell that their roof isn't leaking anymore. They can really understand what they got for their money. Marketing is kind of things that just happen in the background that you don't really know or understand too much about. So I just want to kind of show you how it works. These are all things that you can even bring to the attention of your marketer and just say, hey, and why is this happening and how can we change it? So real quickly, just want to look at your website. Google is going to rank your website based on two different factors. One is the content. So it's going to count all the words of text on the page. It likes to see about 1,000 to 1,500 words per page. So it assumes the more content you have, the more of an expert you are in your field. Now, while it's counting the words, it's also looking for keywords. So anything that people will be searching for, usually the service and then the area that they're searching for it in. This is where the number of words in the page comes into play because you're only allowed one keyword for every 100 to 150 words of text. So if you want to be found for more keywords, we need to add some more text to the page. The second factor is what's called the authority, which is basically a popularity contest of how popular your website is. The way Google determines that is by other websites linking back to it. Two different ways of that happening. One is going to be what's called a citation, which is anytime that your name, address, or phone number is listed in a directory like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, things like that. Those are all free. You just got to find them all, register, and then put all your information in there exactly as it's shown in Google. The second is what we call a backlink, which is any other website that refers back to your website. You can almost look at it as like a customer referral. If people write a review, like if you have 1 or 2 reviews on your website, people think you do pretty good work. If you have, 2 or 300, then obviously people think you do really great work. Same thing with Google, except they're using other websites. So what I found was, depending on what keywords I used, sometimes you guys would show up on the first page, sometimes you wouldn't. But no matter what, even when you were on the first page, you still weren't showing up in this map section. And that's really important because statistically speaking, anywhere from 40 to 60% of people will click on somebody in this top 3 of the map pack. So it's really important to get you in here. It's also free. Just need to fill out the Google Business Profile. Make sure you fill out all the information in it. Your hours of operation, the services you offer, all the areas. They're adding geotagged images in those areas to your profile. You're getting reviews, and then you're getting as many of those citations, those directories with your name, address, and phone numbers. You want to get more listings than anyone else in this map pack, so you can get in here. So to kind of show you how that all plays out, I'm going to this program that I pay for. It kind of just looks at the backside of your website at what Google is viewing when it crawls your website for both the content and the authority. So Google is finding that there's 267 keywords on your page that people are searching for, and you have 131 other pages or other websites referring back to your site. So for instance, if some news article was written on a local channel and it said, the top 10 roofers in Cape Cod, and your business was listed in there, and the reader could click on a link and that link brought them to your website, that would be one backlink from one referring domain. So just statistically speaking, if we look at these other sites, they've got roughly the same amount of referring domains. This one's got a lot less, but they're still outranking you for certain words, particularly in Plymouth, it seemed to be, and then South Shore. Cape Cod is pretty much locked down. You're definitely in the top listing for Cape Cod. So when I'm looking at these, what we want to do is try to get all the high volume keywords on your website so that way you can be found for them and then rank in those areas. So for instance, in Plymouth, where you don't seem to be having as much authority, you're like in the 9th position for roofing and roofers in Plymouth. And that's 200 people per month are searching for this keyword. So if you were in the first position for that in Plymouth, let's say conservatively speaking, 10% of those people that are searching click on your website, that'd be 20 clicks. And then if we say, I don't know what the close rate is for people that call versus how many you convert into actual customers, but let's say even just a quarter of those convert into customers, then you'd be looking at 5 new jobs per month just off that one keyword or phrase out of Plymouth. So we could really increase some revenue for you there if you could start to rank in a few more cities and a few more areas. Now the same goes for those other referring websites that come back to you. It's not just a matter of the quantity, it's also the quality of the website that refers back to you. So it needs to be something that is relative to your business. So for instance, if we get Pizza Hut referring back to your website, Google knows that you're not making pizzas, has nothing to do with roofing, so they wouldn't weight that, because the website that refers back to you, it's weighted on a scale depending on how relevant it is to your business. So what we would want to do is try to get as many links as we can from the higher authority websites to try to boost that as well. Now, normally this information is kind of foreign to business owners, but it definitely should not be foreign to your marketing company. Feel free to use that just to, like I said, make sure you're getting the value for your dollar, and it can actually help you increase some of your service areas so you can try to boost some sales in those areas and get a little bit more income coming in. But like I said, I would definitely try to get inside this map pack. That would be number one, and then rank for some more keywords. That way you can get into other areas and generate some income from there as well. So I do hope this information was helpful. If you want me to go into any more detail about it or you need any help or guidance, I'd be more than happy to. Just feel free to reach out. I also like to get some feedback just to let me know if the information was useful. So you can feel free to send me a message and let me know what you think about that as well. Thank you, and I appreciate your time.